Hello my friend, welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing really well. Today my recipe is Asian inspired curry. This recipe is absolutely delicious. It has got a lot of greens, a lot of spinach, and the shiitake mushrooms add a wonderful flavor to the recipe. This dish is not spicy and I use baby potatoes for quicker cooking. Now let's go for the second step, which is to cook the garlic, the ginger and onion. Start cooking it and then we will add the chicken to it. For the aubergines I wanted to change, so I haven't used the normal ones, you know, the round, dark purple ones. I have used these ones and I bought 3 of these. So, because I think it would be nicer to actually eat when you just cut them in little circles like this. I've told you before I like to use frozen things because I find it easier to manage, especially now that we have the confinement. I don't want to have to go shopping all the time. So I bought these bag of spinach, baby spinach, so they don't have the huge stalks with them. So frozen that it's like, can you hear it? Yeah. You do not want the slices to be too small. For one mushroom like that, maybe you should just cut it in 3 because otherwise it's going to appear like nothing inside the dish. I've used baby potatoes. They are washed and I put them in a dish. Let it cook gently, simmer, maybe put the lid on, and that's it. Your dish is done. Looks pretty good to me. Now for the carb content. So you have to separate 2 things. First of all, you have the potatoes. There will be the carb content of the potatoes and the carb content of the actual curry. Even though I put them together, you have to separately count the potatoes when you help yourself in the dish. Make sure your dish now is at 0 and then you need to add the food. The total weight of the food is 2,173. To this I will deduct the potatoes, which are 350 grams. That leaves the dish without the potatoes is 1,823. This you divide by the total amount of carbs with the curry. I have my notes here. The curry is worth 3.5 rations or 35 grams of carbohydrate. Things that we added, the coconut milk, the aubergines, the spinach, all of this corresponds to 3.5 rations or 35 grams of carbohydrates. So for each 520 grams, you will have 10 grams of carbohydrates or 1 ration. Now 520 grams is actually quite a lot, so maybe you just want to halve that. As far as the potatoes are concerned, each 50 grams of potatoes corresponds to 1 ration or 10 grams of carbohydrates. How much of the curry you want, and then you help yourself, and then how much of a potato you want. Like you have to figure out how much in your dish, how many carbohydrates do you want your dish to have. This represents half a ration. I think it's already quite a lot, but if you wanted, you can put a whole ration in it. Remember, this has not got the potatoes in it, so if you want to add the potatoes, you pick them inside your dish and you add them to your carb content and add them in your dish. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my recipe. I will see you next time for another one. You take care, my friend. Bye bye.